Dak, you've played a Dan Campbell-led Detroit Lions team on multiple occasions at this point. Just talk about what it's like to play a team that's as scrappy and physical and just gritty as that team.
Yeah, it's fun. It's what you play the game for. Real competitors, as you said, they take the spirit of their head coach. You can tell that they play with it. I haven't played them twice, right? 2 years ago, we got the better end. They got the best end of us last year. Not a pretty game, so I'm definitely looking forward to just getting back out there, going to Detroit, just having the group that we have, and having to communicate in such a tough environment, but understanding we got to play physical, and we're going to be a four-quarter fight.
You know, it seems like Campbell has a burn inside for the Cowboys, you know, with all the tackle eligibles.
Has a what?
Burn inside, you know.
Catch you.
You know, he has for all the tackle eligibles and different things. He enjoys beating the Cowboys. I don't know if, you know, you've seen the last couple of years how they've attacked the game, and I don't know if you talk to the players, do y'all use that as a motivation at all?
Not necessarily. Definitely,
hey, you don't know what I'm talking about, huh?
Definitely haven't been discussed. I mean, he's 1 for 1. We're 1-1. You said he likes beating us. I mean, it's not like he's gotten comfortable doing that. So, yeah, I'm sure the guy has a history here. I'm sure he wants to beat us just like everybody else does. Hell, I mean, I don't think it needs to be extra motivation. I'm sure the guys understand that. When you have the star on your helmet, everybody plays that way when they play us, to be honest with you. So it's not just because the coach has been here and, you know, got something against us or whatever it may be. You know, that comes with territory playing for the Dallas Cowboys, is you get that each and every week, no matter who you're playing against and who the opponent is.
Do you peek at the standings a little bit now just to see where you guys are?
I mean, I did the other day. And it was just more, I wouldn't say by accident, but it was just watching TV, right? It came up, they were showing the AFC, so I'm like, damn, what's the NFC look like? And went and checked it out. And I guess really nothing different, though, than what I've said, right? It's about us really just controlling what we control, winning the games in front of us. And right now I don't think we're in a position where we truly got to, you know, count wins and losses from other teams. I think if we just win and handle our business, we'll put ourselves in a great spot.
What confidence you guys carry into the game based on what you've done the last 3 weeks?
Yeah, a lot of confidence, but with a great understanding of that's behind us, and what's important is this game and the way that we prepare for it. What's been done's done. All we can take from those last games are the experience and the confidence, and that's what we're going to roll into this one with another good team, playoff team, understanding where they are in their season, right? Trying to control everything that's in front of them. So plan for it to be a hard fought for a four-quarter game.
Controlling everything means winning out pretty much.
Yes, sir.
So the playoffs start now for you? I mean, do y'all feel y'all in playoff mode now?
Yeah, I think I said it 3 weeks ago, just being honest with you, and nothing's changed. As I said then, and we'll say it now, you can't even think of it as one game at a time. We just got to do our absolute best every day and take advantage of it and be good with the results we go out there and put.
I think since 2020, you've drawn the second most roughing the passer penalties. It looked like you got hit a couple of times.
Really?
Yeah. A couple of times. You were looking for a flag. What's the best way to go about that on your end? Like, do you say something to the ref, or is it best not saying?
I haven't figured that out, to be honest with you. I usually get up, fired up, you know, mad that he didn't give me a call, and their response isn't usually pleasant either. So I really haven't figured out the dialogue or how to ask for the call.
10 years in.
Yeah, 10 years in, exactly. I wouldn't have thought that stat either. Probably up there with the most uncalled as well. But it's part of it. It's fun. I know this past one, I think we ended up getting one late, right, on the two-point conversion. But, yeah, there's going to be licks. There's going to be hits. I'm not a guy who is afraid to stand in there and take them. I think at times, right, depending on which view they get, they don't always see them.
Do you get any satisfaction when you look back on the 2016 QB class that you might have been the best quarterback from that class? Nothing against Mr. Goff, but
yeah, I mean, I don't necessarily get satisfaction from it. It's just the way things have played out. I think I was confident in who I was then, and probably would have said right then, right as I've said before, you know, being confident in yourself, arrogant slightly, that I would have told you this would have happened in an extent. But yeah, Goff's still doing his thing at a high level. I mean, very high level, keeping up with him, and proud of what he's done. And I mean, the guy's played in the Super Bowl and had some good playoff runs, so a lot of success for him too.
Knowing they want to be physical, how much do you guys just relish the chance to show your physicality and what you've been trying to do this year on the shotty?
Yeah, we've got to embrace it just in the fact of like that's something we hang our hat on, and we're physical as well. But knowing a team that comes in here and or that we have to go and play, and that's the staple of who they are. we just got to know that we got to know the importance of like being physical more than ever. They're a group that's special in the DBs. They're going to make the refs call it, and us as receivers, we got to be just as physical and make the ref call it. Make the ref make sure he sees that it's DPI, and you have to be more physical than those guys a lot of times to get that call. Or if not, right, they're just going to say, yeah, he locked him up. And so it's important for us to be physical, top of routes, off the line, and just understand we've got to beat pressing man.
Last year you ran play action one of the lowest rates in the league. This year it's one of the highest, and you've particularly thrived on it. What do you think goes into all of that?
Yeah, you got to have a run game, and I think that's the bigger part of, right, just the two, comparing the two seasons is we're running the ball much better this year, is that when you're able to do that, the actions mean more, right? The linebackers are up in the line of scrimmage. You're able to take advantage down the field, and as I said before, it's something that I've always loved is the play action and the run actions in the game plan. So, but it starts with running the ball.
When you talk about that physicality, how does Quinnen kind of affect the entire team, not just his unit, in terms of raising that level?
Yeah, I mean, just watching play. Simple as that. Guy that I know, as I said before, playing against, right? He's a game wrecker, and now being on the same team as him and getting an opportunity when I do watch those guys over there, it's no difference. And then the rest of the guys are stepping up, making plays when he's getting the double teams, and they're being a physical unit.
Tyler Booker has gone against Jalen Carter, Chris Jones the last 2 weeks. What have you seen just from Tyler Booker the last few weeks?
Yeah, a pro, a guy who relishes those opportunities and those matchups, who looks forward to them. I know, right, when he came in as a rookie or was drafted, he was already barking about those matchups, but to now be, on the backside of some of those, and for him to have played as well as he has and backed up his talk, that's as impressive as anything. I mean, you should hear the guy in the huddle. You should hear him before the game. His mentality, the way that he wants to dominate, and he says that a lot, like it's like no other. And so I'm not surprised by what he's doing. I can guarantee you he's only going to get better and meaner.
What impression does Aiden Hutchinson? Shotty said he's gotten more vocal the last few weeks, or he's at least challenged him to do that. How have you seen Tyler be more vocal?
Yeah, damn sure's been more vocal. But it's just been him being himself. He's not, doing and saying anything out of random or out of the ordinary. It's usually about what we're on, but he said it the other day, win is not enough. I want to dominate. And just like you hear that from a rookie, and you're like, what the hell? But you feel it too. And then when you're able to, somebody has that presence, doesn't matter your age, you're going to follow him and you're going to get behind him.
Aiden Hutchinson, what impression does he make on you in terms of being a unique pass rusher? Yeah,
I mean, just talking about how much Dan Campbell, right, means that team and what they try to, embody, you can look at him. He embodies all of it, just obviously the physicality, and then secondly, just the motor. He's never going to stop. Doesn't matter if he's on the backside of a play or if it's a screen on the other side of the field. It doesn't matter. He's trying his damnedest to get in the picture and to get around the ball, and I respect that out of any competitor. And we know how good of a player he is. We'll have eyes on him in as many hands as we can.
Did you reach out to him at all when he had that injury and through his proper rehab and all that?
Yeah, just an initial message. After his surgery, gotten his number just through some friends, and just wished him the best. Told him I understood what he was going through. Really don't remember exactly, but I'm sure I said something about count the small victories and the small wins, and just keep your head down. And I know he's done that, and so proud of him and getting back to it.
He would get back to you and say, hey,
yeah, I mean, no, he responded. It was a back and forth, yeah, for sure.
You were 13-3 as a rookie, obviously in the middle of a long winning streak, 12-5, 12-5. Have you ever been more confident? 12-5, okay?
He said 13-3 the first time. That's what nobody heard. They didn't
13-3 as a rookie in the middle of a long winning streak, 12-5, 12-5, and 12-5 a few years ago. Have you ever felt more confident in your team going into December?
I don't know if I have. That's a great question. Yeah, especially as you said. Don't tell me. Especially going into December, just on the simple fact of we didn't play good ball early, and now we're starting to catch our stride. We're starting to figure out who we are on not just offense but defense and as a team. And it's fun. I can tell you that. I've been on other teams where you started off hot and you're at this time of the year trying to figure out what you've got to do to get back on the horse, and to have the momentum we do right now, the confidence, and not just that, the right guys in the locker room who understand where we are, who understand that this is the most important time of the year, and showing that in just their daily prep and throughout the week is fun.
You mentioned
Quinnen Williams real quick. What kind of voice do you think he's added in sort of a relatively short time of being here?
Yeah, meaningful voice. I can't say. I mean, I'm not necessarily in their meetings, but he's definitely vocal. I've heard him on the sideline. I've heard him in the halftime. He's damn sure vocal to the guys that they have his respect, and vice versa. They respect him, and not only him. I think I talked about it before we even got him, right? Just getting some of those safeties back, as well as just the camaraderie of that unit has definitely picked up. And I know I've seen something different than I saw earlier in the year, and you can tell when you watch them.
Play action thing seemed like, I think last year you got up to as high as 74% of the time you were in shotgun. Did you ever get to the point where you're watching Goff or Stafford?
1,000%.
I should be playing more like that.
Yeah, and it's not more of like, oh, I'm watching them and I'm jealous of it, but I used to say, I mean, I'm going back to the way I watched the quarterback position as a kid, right? I mean, they were all under center, and it's just like that's the way the game not supposed to be played, but that's how I envision it played. Like I want to see how I look in the run action, the play action, right? And so, yeah, it's just wanting to do everything. Honestly, it's just wanting to have every aspect of the offense in your offense and in your game plan, and especially when you believe that you can do it all. Awesome, thank you guys.
Felt to have that bounce back game after predicting that you would, and just hearing the resiliency from other teammates that like Dak said you had.
It feels good, man. Just overall getting back on the right track. I feel like it's a momentum thing, and as a receiver, I feel like everything is confidence based. I wouldn't say I lost any confidence. It was just more so just getting in my own head, and I feel like you can't really do that in this position, especially with as many games as we have coming up, or like a short week, or like just different situations. You can't really let what happened last game, good or bad, reflect on like what's going to happen this one.
If you were in your head, how would you describe the process of getting out of it and being able to take that next step, especially the way you did?
Just be able to cope. You got to be able to understand the problem, being open to solutions, and then at the end of the day, acting on your thoughts. I feel like adversity shows itself in different ways. It's all on how you overcome it. Show characters of a man when he goes through his worst times. And I mean, I feel like it's even better when you overcome it, and then you see the other side, and you're like, yeah, I don't think I want to go back on that side again.
How big was that over-the-shoulder catch Dak threw to you from midfield from the goal line and getting over that hump?
Felt good, man. Felt right. Felt like we was doing something that we've been doing a long time. So, again, like I said, feel good, get back on the right track, and just looking to continue it down the line, and as we got this stretch coming up.
You've had more than your fair share of reps against a Dan Campbell-led Detroit Lions team. What's it like going up against a team that tries to out-physical you and tries to bully you?
I find fun in that. That's where football is, and then sometimes the ref will let you play, and then sometimes they won't. So we'll see how that goes. But as far as the physicality of the game, I know what's going to happen, and I know that these DBs, they like to put hands on, and then they run a lot of man, and they're going to be in your face. So you know what's going on in this fight. It's just on like how you going to prepare for it. It's almost like a boxing match.
Is there another opponent you played this year who tried to do it similarly, Eagles or?
Nah, not necessarily. The Lions do it one of a kind. They line up, and they don't care who you got out there. They're gonna line up and they ready to play. Insane.
You guys, as far as the two teams, you're in similar positions. It's playoff status for you guys right now,
right.
And they're going into this game on a losing streak. They need it badly. Just talk about how you got to stay focused and not kind of lean into the desperation part.
I mean, it's not so much on the external factors. We know what we got to do for us. We're not really speaking on what they got. They understand their situation, and we know what we got. So I do feel like it's going to be a big game, and it's going to be fun, and it's going to be everything that we think it's going to be. It's going to be physical, it's going to be long, it's going to be hard, and it's a playoff game essentially. You got the atmosphere, we playing away. I don't think it really get any better, especially with everybody in the whole world understanding the situation as far as us all wanting to be in the playoffs. It's going to be fun. It's going to be a good one.
What's it like when you turn on the tape and you see their last opponent, the Packers, hit a bunch of big play, kind of deep ball throws against them last week?
It's exciting. We don't really get played the same way as other teams, so I don't really get too excited as to what another team has done because, the preparation could have been way different. I didn't really see much doubling going on versus the Packers, but they do have great receivers. They do have some nice receivers, Christian and Wicks and Dobbs and Gold, the list could go on, you understand. But those guys know how to get open, and they do a great job, and that's why they were successful.
CeeDee, do you feel like you guys have gotten like back-to-back signature wins at home, but do you feel like a big win on the road is something that's still kind of missing in this type of environment and this type of team?
Missing, I wouldn't say that, but I do say we do need it. Like, it's not really something that I feel like because we haven't got it in the past that we need it now. Nah, I just feel like because of the situation we're in, we need it now type. And as for us, we got to rely on one another, man. I feel like it's the same thing as playing home. Granted, we ain't got the crowd with us, like the whole stadium with us essentially, but we have a nice, our fans, I like to say our fans travel well. So we're gonna be hearing a couple cheers in there, but as far as being in enemy territory, I know that we got to rely on one another in our training and everything that we do leading up to this game, and that'll get us where we need to go.
What's the best way to deal with crowd noise?
I mean, you don't just tune it out. It ain't really no secret behind that. Tune it out, lock in your craft, lock in your matchup, and win.
Is there ever a time where loud is loud? It doesn't get much louder.
Yeah,
kind of thing?
it's been that. Once it gets loud, that's just what it is. At that point, it's just again lock it in. That's where the mentality and the mental part of the game lock in, and it overcomes the physical part because you still got to understand your assignments, your checks. You still got to see how the coverage is, and then you got to think about how you're going to get X, Y, and Z. It's a lot of things that go on mentally before the play is actually snapped. So I feel like that kind of goes overlooked with the crowd noise. So just locking in your craft, understand what you got to do, and win your matchup.
Speaking on the crowd noise, so in the last couple of games, you guys got off to a slow start, overcame both of those slow starts. Just talk about how critical it's going to be to get off to a fast start and quiet that crowd early.
We just gotta be ourselves, man. We can't get behind the 8-ball. We can't really turn over the ball, and the goal is for us is to take away and not give any. So we do that. I feel like we put ourselves in the best position to win, and we haven't done that yet. But I do feel like we can get back on that road.
What's it like for you seeing Trayvon Diggs back out on the practice field?
Welcome back, Seven. I know he's gonna be around, flying around, and the ball shouldn't be hanging up too long. I can assure you that.
We're closing in on the 50th anniversary of the Hail Mary. You ever had a discussion with Drew about that play, and what has he told you about it? Anything?
Yeah, he saw it. I've talked to him a couple times about it. Minnesota, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, versus Minnesota. He one-on-one they say he called his favorite play, and it was a Hail Mary. Obviously, as a receiver, everybody's play is a Hail Mary. You just run deep and catch them, but as for him, he said he got the matchup that he wanted, and then he turned and saw the ball, and all he saw was like hands in his face, and the ball just literally fell into his lap. So that's a great ball by Roger, by the way. But as for Drew, man, it's resilience, man. It's that tenacity, that adversity to overcome, the will to win, and I feel like we all got that in common, and I learned a lot from him.
So now there are Hail Mary type plays, right? Back then there wasn't one.
Exactly. It was hard to come by, but now obviously the game, once we see that it can be done, we're gonna try to do it again, and I feel like that's why you see it so frequently. We saw it been done before, and obviously we had a great here do it and accomplish a lot with it. So,
have you ever caught one before?
Yeah, in high school, but that's not the league. That's not the league. It's different.
What was the play though? It's just like you go up over a couple guys,
Yeah, I did. I caught one-handed, got called back, caught it again. Game over.
From Drew to Michael to Dez and now to you, just talk about how good it feels to be able to carry on the legacy of the 88 club.
Man, just being a part of that. I've said it for 6 years. It's amazing, man. It's a brotherhood. It's a bond. Those guys got my back. We talk frequently. We in a group chat. We still use it. And Post Malone, he's in it too. He's a great time. But having him in there, just being around those guys is different. It's different attitudes. It's different mindsets. But we all got one goal, and that's to win. And I feel like that's what we got all in common and tie us all in.
How much confidence do you guys take into this game based on what you've done the last few weeks?
Take a lot of confidence in this game, man. We've won. We proved it to ourselves. We can do it 3 times in a row. Why not make it 4? That's our mindset.
When was the last time you think you guys played this good of complementary football? How long ago has it been?
I don't know. I feel like that's kind of a tricky question because I don't want to say it's been so long because I don't feel like it has. But I do feel like that this feeling again it feels like, what is it?
momentum building?
No. It's like when it comes back, like you feel the feeling again. I guess. Yes, I guess. it feels repetitive essentially. Yeah, it does. It's a great feeling, and I mean, we've done it once. We got to do it again. And that's the whole part of the game, just being consistent and being able to, when things get tough, come out on top.
Thanks, CeeDee.
Thanks, CeeDee.